Welcome in to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. I'm a level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Today is Friday, March 15th, and we're going to look at Bitcoin updates here. We're going to start off with the fib retrace, and then we'll look at the weekly charts and even the daily charts and shorter time frames so you can know what to focus on today, this weekend, going into the weekly close. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want access to our private Telegram alerts group where we stay on top of everything, a lot of extra content, altcoins, DXY, stock market, everything in between, cats and dogs living together, consider subscribing to our Patreon group. You get access through that, and I'll see you there. So let's get going. Bitcoin, Fibonacci extension from all the way back in November, bear market lows to our local top potentially here, right? We don't know yet. And again, this is only true. This will only hold any kind of weight if the local top is actually in. So if we go higher than 73,835, 57, null and void. But assuming this is the local area of consolidation, how far down could we go? I'm glad you asked. The 236 is all the hell way down at 51K. Could we potentially get down there? Of course. Do I think that's likely this week or next? Probably not. Let's see how far we are. From the top, that would take a 30%, 31% haircut. Right? It's doable, potentially possible for sure. In 1 week, maybe a bit of a stretch, right? 51K, but the 236 on the extension, if this is the local area top, and if we are to have a more prolonged consolidation over the next several weeks going into the halving, potentially. However, do we have any levels between here and there? Yes. What is it? I'm glad you asked. The EMA 8 on the weekly. Right? Currently at 57.3 and rising. I would highly suspect next week, no matter what prices do, so Sunday close, I would suspect this is knocking on the door of 60K, if not just above it. So that would be the first spot to be looking at. Why? Well, let's look back at the previous moves, right? Look at any time we consolidated here previously, words are hard, tap on the EMA 8 and hold. Even this bearish candle, this shooting star right here, likely led to a local top, which it was, but only let us go down for a couple of weeks, right? Number go down only 2 weeks and then number go up, right? That was good. We held the line. We'll put on closing prices. No closes below. We got a little extended here. Look how far outside the Bollinger Bands we got. There's the Bollinger Band. We had to way the hell out here, right? If we come back down, those are opportunities to buy. Even today, everything is down, red. Everything's 10% off, right? Than it was yesterday. If you liked it yesterday, why don't you like it more today, right? It's on sale today. You're paying premium price MSRP yesterday. Now, sale. However, we also do not know if we're going down at all, right? This could be the lows for this week. We don't know. We want to watch the weekly close. So 2 days, 11 hours from this recording, Sunday close. We need to see how this candle looks. Does it look like this? If it does, that's not a bearish candle. That's just a spinning top, which means indecision. We could easily rip again next week. We could be at 75K this time next week, for sure. If we print like this. However, if we print something like this or another shooting star or something more bearish with this high upper wick and we end up closing, let's say like 66, 65, that would be bad. That'd be crossing the streams bad and likely would solidify a local top. So we have to see how the weekly candle closes first and foremost. And it's not important not to judge a candle too much until it closes. So as of right now, it's just a spinning top and indecision. If it comes down and closes at 66K or lower, that will be bearish. Okay, we need to have everything in context. Right now we're 68K, seemingly trying to climb a bit. So let's get to some shorter time frames to see what the hell we can expect over the next couple of days. So let's zoom way the hell in to the daily chart, right? Today, we got to move down. More of a move down than we've gotten, really. You could say that one, but really, we've even breached the EMA 14, which is that purple line. We tapped off of it last week. We might hold it this week, or today. I should say today, because these are daily candles, right? If we hold it today, we could absolutely be back up again at like all-time highs again tomorrow, right? So don't lose sight of that. Don't think we have to go down just because prices are falling immediately, right? You want to watch candle closes. So speaking of that, do we have to wait another 10 hours until this closes? No, we can go look at the 4 hour or 1 hour. But keep in mind, the more you zoom in, the less weight those candles have. A weekly print candle, a weekly close candle, is much more significant than an hourly close candle, as you would expect. An hourly candle is more significant than a 5-minute candle. So put less weight into what you're looking at the more you zoom in. Even the daily chart has much less weight to it than the weekly chart. Okay? So having said that, where are we going to close today? The most bullish I could think of, I would say if we close right above 70K, that would be like almost a dragonfly doji, right? Which would be a long underside wick and a small candle body, right? And it would close above the EMA 8 and we put it on a closing price and it would look just like this, right? It wouldn't even close below it. We have not closed below the EMA 8 yet. Breathe. If we don't close below the EMA 8, still ultra bullish. If we do, that opens the door for slightly further downside, but only slightly, depending on how the candle closes. Until we close below the 21 EMA on any chart, you got to be leaning bullish by definition. So that is right now just shy of 65K. You can see it up there on the top left in the yellow. It is 64,891 and changing. So keep that in mind for today, tomorrow, Sunday. Stay above the EMA 21, the yellow line on my chart. You can make your chart like mine, right? It's just called the EMA ribbon. You can find it and you can paint it just like me, right? If you want to know how to do that more, right? We talk about that in our Telegram chat. If you need help with that, send me a message there. I'll be happy to forward the video, right? It's there. What else? I think I've even made some YouTube videos. You might want to search my YouTube and you can find out how to make your charts like mine if you want. All right, so let's zoom into the shorter time frame, even 4 hour. Let's go in and look. What do we want to be watching for? Well, go look at previous moves, right? These long lower wicks, once they come up, right? That was a good one. It closed on the EMA 50. I put out a tweet last night. If we close under, right as this was happening, if we close under the EMA 50, because last time that's where we bounced, then that opens the door for further downside. The odds go way up. And what did we do? We closed under the 50. Even though we didn't do it immediately, guess where we are? Guess where we went later? Down more, right? We closed under 70K, under that 50 EMA on the 4 hour even, and further downside. But we're looking for a reversal now. So what's the spot for a reversal? Long lower wick, a pierce outside the Bollinger Band, which we've gotten 3 consecutive candles in a row here, right? We're looking for a reversal. So a reversal back to the upside. We have 2 hours. So depending on when you watch this, you might already have your answer. Did we close this candle above this candle? If so, that improves our odds of further upside. So where could we look to test? Well, first test is going to be right here. You have the EMA 8 and the 50 right there at 69.5. We might very well hold and hit our head there and go back down. If we close above that, then we're much more bullish. Our next level after that, so 69.5, that's our first step. That's our hurdle. Our next hurdle today is going to be right here. If we break that, I mean, it's support, flip to resistance. See that? Support, resistance. Put it on closing price. Support, resistance. That's our next zone. 71.4. If 69.5 gets taken out, 71.4. You don't have to look at anything else. You don't have to make it super complex. That's it. Those 2 levels. On the 4 hour chart today, tomorrow, going into the weekly close, those are the levels. You get above here again, we're highly likely going to all-time highs again. Close above 71.4, even on the 4 hour chart, I'd say all-time highs next. Otherwise, resistance. You need to overcome this, right? We could easily come back up here and then just reverse like that. Or if we break through it, we want to hold that back to support and then we're going here. And then we could do this again, right? We could do that again, right? Or we get ultra bullish again and do something like this. And then there you go, right? Nuke to all-time highs again. One of those 3 scenarios or something 100% completely different like the unicorn, right? There's always possibility of scenarios that no one on earth but Willy Wonka has dreamed up, right? So that's that on a wrapped up nutshell of Bitcoin. Hopefully you found that helpful, if not somewhat mildly entertaining. At least you got to stare at a chain link neon sign all day. Let's get to our quote of the day. Let's send you on your merry way. The wise man sees in the misfortune of others what he should avoid. I think he was saying, stop aping into meme coins. Pretty sure that was it. Learn from the mistakes of others, right? Car of the day. I have just this sign for you. I'm just kidding. 1998 Porsche 911 GT1. Holy hell. Do I have one down there? I do. It's right on the bottom. Nope. It's, bottom shelf in the white. Right in the middle, right there. Same one. Pretty static. I got it. GT1. Amazing. First Porsche designed 100% in CAD. World's first Porsche carbon fiber. I'm not even going to attempt it. All right, let's get to the damn car. There it is. On a putting green, no less. I mean, hell, where have you seen a Porsche race car on a putting green? Probably at a car show if you go to this one. The Amelia Concours d'Elegance. It was a couple weeks ago. All right, I go every year because I see these kind of cars there. And damn, amazing. Like one-offs, you're going to see crazy stuff here. And that's no exception. What in the hell is in the background? So I pay attention to these, not so much those. I look at the hypercars and one-of-ones and not what the hell is. There you go. There's the Porsche race car. Amazing.